The Linux kernel is one of the smartest things humans have ever written. Not in an abstract sense, in the literal sense. It is the first thing that runs when your machine turns on, before any app, before any interface, before anything you can see or click. It is the layer that decides whether the rest of existence gets to exist at all. Here's what it actually does. Your hardware, the CPU, the RAM, the storage, the network card, none of these things speak the same language as your software. They don't know what a browser is. They don't know what a file is. They operate in electrical signals, memory addresses, interrupt requests, raw, dumb, fast. The kernel is the only thing that speaks both languages fluently, and it spends every second of your computer's life translating between two worlds that would otherwise have nothing to say to each other. Four things sit at the center of what it manages. Processes. Every program you run is a process. Every tab, every background app, every tiny daemon sitting quietly waiting for something to do. Your processor can only truly do one thing at a time, and yet everything feels simultaneous. The kernel is the reason for that illusion. It switches between processes so fast, thousands of times per second, that your brain reads it as parallelism. It is not parallelism. It is the fastest juggler in the world, and you mistake the blur for stillness. Memory. Every process thinks it owns the entire machine. That's by design. The kernel gives each one a private illusion of space, a virtual address space, while secretly managing the real physical memory underneath, moving things in and out of RAM, deciding what stays close and what gets pushed further away. This is called virtual memory, and it is one of the quietly brilliant deceptions at the heart of modern computing. Nothing is where it thinks it is. The kernel knows where everything actually is. Hardware, your keyboard, your mouse, your screen, your Wi-Fi card. None of these know how to talk to software. The kernel handles that conversation through drivers, small translators that sit between a specific piece of hardware and everything above it. When you press a key, you are not pressing a key. You are sending an electrical signal to the kernel, which interprets it, converts it, and delivers it upward as something a program can understand. The key press as you experience it is an abstraction. The kernel built it. Security. Not every program should be able to do everything. A browser should not be able to rewrite your disk. A text editor should not be able to listen to your network traffic. The kernel enforces this through a hard line between user space and kernel space, two modes of operation with completely different levels of trust. Your apps live in user space. They ask the kernel for things through system calls. The kernel decides whether to grant the request. The kernel is the bouncer, and there is no way around it. Linus Torvalds wrote the first version of this in 1991. He was 21. He posted it online and called it a hobby project, something that probably wouldn't be big or professional. Today, it runs the majority of the world's servers, every Android phone, the International Space Station, most of the infrastructure the internet sits on. The hobby project became the backbone of the modern world. And it's open. Every line of the Linux kernel is readable, auditable, modifiable. Nothing is hidden. No company owns it. Thousands of engineers across the world contribute to it, argue about it, improve it. It is the largest collaborative engineering project in human history, and it lives in the place most people will never think to look. Just below everything, holding everything up, invisible and indispensable. Most people will never see it. Most people don't need to, but you are living on top of it right now, and it has never once asked you to notice. I spent a lot of time putting this together. If it was worth your time, like the video and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.